Hello and welcome to live at the Euro today at the Euros, brought to you by the Football Fan Show. How you doing? I'm Danny and I'm your host, and my voice is absolutely fucked today, but it's Aust. But hey, we've got a show to do. How you doing? It's been a long time. It's been a couple of days, hasn't it? It's been a couple of days without football. Not enjoyed it. I've not enjoyed it. I've been very bored. Very bored. Thanks for joining me. Of course, we are watching the second half of the Italy game currently. So I've got that on one screen, and if anything happens, I will let you know. But Italy are 2-0 up at the moment, so of course they're probably heading through. Let's be honest. And Austria probably don't have a hope in hell's chance of getting back into this. Let's have a chat about Wales, the Welsh, because they played earlier against Denmark in a game that I thought they would do a little bit better at. If I'm being completely honest, they were quite poor out there today. It was not a good performance from the Welsh, and okay, you've seen the title. Wales out with the worst officiating at the tournament so far. Yes, I thought the official of this game was particularly poor, and I had been surprised by the quality of the officiating thus far. I thought the quality was very good. And Austria just had a great chance. Italy's goalkeeper producing a fine save. No, so a fine save for Italy. I'm just watching. Austria still on the attack. Play the ball on the green grass, not in the sky. The phone lines are open, by the way, if you want to give us a call. And there will be no poll tonight because this game is ending very late. Oh, Italy have a Belotti scuffs it. Belotti scuffs it. He scuffs it. Not the performance he would have wanted to put in there. Not the strike he would have wanted to put in there. But he scuffed it. He scuffs it. Not the performance he would have wanted to put in. Let's talk about the Welsh game then, and be real honest. Obviously, I didn't didn't expect Wales to win this game. I thought they might have had a good chance. Oh, poor goalkeeping, but it's a foul to who is it? Is it a foul to Italy? Oh, great save. Austrian substitute hits it left-footed, forcing the save from the Italian keeper. Dives to his left. Boom. Very good. Very good save. Lorenzo Inzaghi's coming off. Insigne, sorry. Cristante coming on. Anyway, Wales today were eliminated in the second round of the Euros. They are the first team to leave at this stage. They were thrashed 4-0 by Denmark. And I'm not going to talk about the positives because there aren't many. The Welsh performance deserved to be knocked out. They didn't really. They looked gassed by the end of the game. They were just terrible. They were so out of energy. They were out of breath. They were just desperate at the end. But I want to talk about the refereeing performance because the refereeing performance was bollocks. Obviously, there were more Danish fans there at the in Amsterdam rather than than the Welsh fans, but it was goals from Kasper Hjulmand's side, led as Kasper Dolberg curled in a fine effort on the 27th minute from the edge of the penalty area. I believe there was a foul on a Welsh player before this goal was even scored that VAR should have had a look at. Or maybe it was the second goal. I can't remember which goal it was, but there was a foul on a Welsh player that VAR should have had a look at, and it should have been a free kick to Wales. I'm not a Welsh fan. I'm not from Wales. I have no affinity to Wales other than they're a British team, or they're in these British Isles, and I'm watching Italy on the counter-attack. Oh, just wide. Just wide from their number 2. And immediately, Austria are on the attack again. They've just rolled it back on. Quickly taken by the Austrian keeper, and it's back going forward. 10 minutes to go in that match. Italy 2, Austria 0. Anyway, yes. So, a 27th minute goal. Fine strike from the edge of the penalty area, but I'm sure there was a foul on a Welsh player into the build-up of that goal, so it should have been a free kick to Wales, so that goal shouldn't have counted. VAR was not used. What's the fucking point in having it if you're not going to use it? And Bassina has a chance. Belotti crosses it in. Straight at the keeper. See, I can say the names when I've got the commentators in my ears. But, yeah, so back to the Welsh game. I felt that the first Denmark goal should have been a free kick to Wales, because there was I can't remember whether it was the first or second goal, but there was definitely... No, it was definitely the first goal. There was a foul on a Welsh player. Oh! Savitzer misses. A great opportunity to get a goal back for Austria. Really good chance there. Really good chance. He's disappointed with that one. Goes for it. Hits the Italian defender. And then he's just wide of the goal. And he just... Left-footed. Clearly... Oh, he's hit it at the wrong angle. And it goes well high and wide. Wonderful opportunity for Savitzer, but doesn't get the goal. It would have made it very, very interesting. 9 minutes to go. Italy on the attack here. Belotti, it's fouled. It's a free kick. That's got to be a free kick. Dolberg, by the way, struck again on the 48th minute as he seized on a defensive error from a Welsh substitute, Nico Williams, to smash in from close range. That goal deflated Wales, who never looked like clawing their way back, as Joachim Mal added a late third goal, jubilant scenes. Substitute Harry Wilson was then showed a straight red card for a late foul that wasn't a foul. No VAR, once again, no VAR used. Absolutely disgraceful from the referee not to use VAR on this decision. This was a piss-poor refereeing performance. This was the worst officiating performance of the tournament so far, in my opinion. This was just an arrogant refereeing performance as they failed to use the tools at their disposal. And then we would later go on to understand that the VAR official was actually indeed himself massively incompetent. Denmark already, they've got the fire, and I wouldn't want to play them. Free kick to Italy goes against the Austrian wall. Now Austria have an opportunity at the counter-attack on the wing. Alaba as easily dispossessed and is out for a throw-in. And it was a tackle with passion. Alaba is still on the floor, though. Denmark were 3-0 up by the point that Harry Wilson was shown a straight red card, which wasn't a red card. It was barely even a foul. Maybe even a yellow. It was a yellow card, If you're going to call it a foul, then it's a yellow card. It's not a red card. That's just biased refereeing. This referee today was completely pathetically useless. Scored. Is it scored? With the number 17 for Austria, left-footed strike over. Nope, they're calling for handball, but the Italian defender their number 4 gets easily ducks down, doesn't touch him. They are just calling for anything they can get, and that's quite pathetic. Substitution for Austria. Trimmel on for Austria. Lehner off. Of Union Berlin. Helps when you're getting the commentators. After going down to 10 men, they conceded a Oh, oh, goal! Go, go, go! Austria have got a goal. And this is the first goal Italy have conceded in a very long time. Just over 6 minutes. Austria will have to throw everything bar the kitchen sink at Italy if they want to get an equaliser. Great corner in. I'm just going to describe. Great corner. It looks like the player is shoved. The Austrian player, the number 23, is shoved. He's got his shirt being pulled by the Italian defender. Sorry, the Austrian number 26. He's have his shirt pulled by the Italian defender. It looks like he shoves him down, shoves him to the ground, and that is actually what causes the Austrian goal because he's down low and he's able to connect his head to the ball and it goes in. And this is the first goal that Italy have conceded in a very, very long time. I believe they'd matched their record for the amount of goals, for the amount of clean sheets, a national record that they've matched. But they've now conceded, and Austria are just desperate to get the ball forward now. Italy, they just need to stay, much like Roberto Mancini, cool, calm, and collected. Bonucci with a great clearance. Actually, not a great clearance. He kept it on there, the Austrian player, but I don't know why. Oh, it's a throw to Italy. Sase Kaljucic with a goal. He's the number 25, not the number 26. But they're just showing a replay. His shirt is being pulled by the Italian defender like that. And it looks like he shoves him down, but he's just... that actually helps him because he's quite low to the ground and it's a low corner and it's a goal. Easily. Easy goal. Launch forward. Now, they've got to work hard here. Oh! They're pressing him. They're pressing high. Anyway, yeah, so Denmark got a fourth goal. Braithwaite on the 94th minute. And this goal was offside, by the way. The fourth Denmark goal, I'm convinced, is offside. Despite the VAR call, I think the replays, if you draw the line, he is offside. And I think this referee, this is a story. Wales were rubbish. They deserve to be eliminated. Absolutely. Denmark deserve to go through. I'm not trying to argue that Denmark don't deserve to win this match. They 100%, Denmark deserve to win against Wales. They didn't deserve to win against 4-0. Because the referee was crap. The referee was incompetent, as was the VAR official. They were both massively incompetent with incorrect decisions. The referee not using VAR, and then VAR at the end showing every reason why they shouldn't have been used throughout the match because they would have got the bloody decisions wrong. They were incompetent. But Wales out 4-0 losers against Denmark. I think for the Welsh, I think they just wanted to get out the group, and I think that would have been enough for them, I think, but they did that. Is this Gareth Bale's last tournament for Wales? I certainly hope not. I hope he'll be a part of... Hopefully they'll qualify for Qatar, the World Cup, and he'll be a part of that team. Do I see him playing in the Euros in 3 years? No, probably not, but... the Italian player just dives. He just falls to the ground. And the linesman just looks at him. Is it Belotti? Just goes to the ground and the linesman just looks at him and says, "Get up. Get up, son." Italy 2, Austria 1. I don't see Austria getting a goal in the last 2 minutes of this game, but I'll keep an eye on it. But then we'll get you the analysis. Come on, it's going to be a long ball from the Austrian keeper. The referee's blown his whistle for something, I don't know what. He took it too quickly, that's why he's asked him to take it again. Everybody's just run forward. It's just going to be a long ball football from Austria now. Everybody forward. Gregoric outside the box. Oh! Gregoric with a great chance, but just wide. A scramble in the box. But no. Worth an effort, but that might be Austria's last chance of the game. Might be their last chance of this game. Italy launched it forward. So my stream is probably behind the live broadcast because I'm watching it on the iPlayer. But long ball forward. Just going to be a lot of long balls, and the Italian keeper clears it away. 1:10 left. I hate it when players do that, when they go for the header. Oh no. Oh, what an opportunity. Oh, it's cleared away by Austria. A good flick over the goalkeeper. And Italy could have scored a third there and finished this game off for once and for all, but they've not got a chance here, Austria. This extra time has been fantastic. It's been brilliantly entertaining, considering how drab the 90 minutes were. And Chiesa has a chance here into the... Oh, is it a penalty? He shoves him off the ball. I don't know about that one. He kind of shoves him off the ball with authority, the Austrian defender. Alba trying to get off. Come on. Penalties. I want penalties. It's not going to happen. 5 seconds. 4. Di Lorenzo goes down. Chiellini's punching the air in the stands. He's very happy. Mancini's telling his players to just waste time, calm down, slow the tempo down, don't press, just calm down. There's a man dressed as a Roman gladiator there. The Italian fans are leaving. They think they've won it. They think it's all over. With 1 minute of added on time, 30 seconds left. Of course, they'll take as much time taking this free kick as possible. Italian free kick from their goalkeeper into the penalty area. Straight with the Austrian goalkeeper. And they have 15 seconds. He's got to go. They've got to go. They've got to put it forward very quickly. 10. 9. As I said, the Italian fans are leaving. They think it's all over. And it is now. It is over. Italy are through. It's finished. Italy 2, Austria 1. Goals from Chiesa and Pessina, 95th and 105th minute respectively. And Kalajic with the 114th minute for Austria. As I said, I described the goal. Dragged kind of low and kind of pushed by the Italian defender from a corner. He was low because he was being dragged to the ground by the Italian defender, by the Italian player. And because he was being dragged low, he was able to connect with a low crossing corner and put it in the back of the net. So that, Italy kind of were the makers of their own undoing there in that respect. But 1,169 minutes. That's the last time they conceded a goal. Jesus. That's the first time they've conceded a goal since that. And obviously we had the Arnautovic header disallowed for offside by VAR, and it was offside. There's no arguments. Italy are through to the quarterfinals, and not firing on all cylinders, the Italians today. But Austria played very well. They played very respectably. It was a good performance, and they are very happy, very happy. It looks like they're in their group. They're celebrating. They're happy. That extra time was probably the best half an hour of football I've watched in a long time. Very good game. Very good half an hour of football. And I suppose I could end the stream now and say that Roberto Mancini is a good-looking son of a gun. If I'm 56 and I look like him, I'm going on Love Island. That's what I'm doing. Fantastic. Chiesa's goal from the corner of the box, heads it down, controls it with his right foot to stop the Austrian defender from getting it, the number 24, goes left foot, past the keeper, to the goalkeeper's right hand side. Fantastic. And even in Rome, the celebrations, those scenes are fantastic. Great to see. But fantastic. Italy are through to the quarterfinals. Wonderful stuff. We will bring you Euro news now, and we'll look ahead to tomorrow's fixtures and bring you some team news. Let me just end that and say that that was quite dramatic. Quite dramatic at the end there for Austria. They threw everything bar the kitchen sink. Throwing everything bar the good game. Good. I don't want to sound like Bruce Forsyth, but good game. So Wales are out, Denmark are through, Italy are through, Austria are out of here. So we have news from so before we go to the Euro news and we round everything up that's happened, shall we just go to the fixtures for tomorrow? Let's go to tomorrow. Sunday, 2 games to bring you. We're back live at 10 o'clock. The Dutch face the Czech Republic. I fancy the Czechs for that one. I've got to be honest with you. I fancy although every time I've said I fancy a team, quite frankly, they've lost. They've been absolute bollocks. So, sorry, Czech Republic, you're heading out, even though because I just said I back you. Assistant coach Ruud van Nistelrooy says the Dutch must not be complacent after topping Group C, Euro 2020. They must learn from their mistakes in major tournaments of the past. Van Nistelrooy, who is part of the Dutch side that exited both the World Cup in 2006 and Euro 2008 in the first round knockout, in the first knockout round. And he actually said, I talked about it with this group. That's why it was important not to loosen the reins too much. The Netherlands scored 8 goals as they won all their games in Group E against the likes of Ukraine and now departed Austria, North Macedonia as well. But the former Manchester United striker says a different mentality is needed for the knockout phase. Well, it's a different beast altogether, isn't it? You know, there's no second chances now. You know, in the group stage you get a second chance, in the knockouts you don't. And sorry to bring and that's straight from the Michael Owen School of Football Punditry, I know. Can I just say, there was an excellent piece of commentary earlier on the BBC during the Denmark-Wales game. Denmark were 2-0 up against Wales, and the commentator just said, to point out the bloody obvious, the next goal has to be a Welsh one. And I'm just like, you just get football pundits go, well, the next goal has to be a Welsh one if they want any chance of winning it. But at least they had at least they actually said, I'm going to point out the bloody obvious here. Wales have to score. They didn't, but anyway. The team news: Netherlands striker Luc de Jong will play no further part in Euro 2020 after suffering a knee injury in training. Orange boss Frank de Boer otherwise has a fully fit squad to choose from. Czech Republic captain Vladimir Darida is a doubt for the game after missing Saturday's training session with an unspecified injury. Ales Mateu could start in place of left-back Jan Borley, who is serving a one-match suspension after picking up 2 yellow cards in the group stages. Let's go. I've missed this. It's a stat man. This will be the first meeting between the Netherlands and the Czech Republic since October of 2015, when the Dutch were beaten 3-2 in a 2016 Euro qualifier. The Czech Republic and the Netherlands will face each other at the European Championships for only the 3rd time, excluding meetings when the Czechs were known as Czechoslovakia, with both sides winning 1 game apiece previously. Does that stop me from looking like Casper the Friendly Ghost? There we go. That's a little bit better. I don't look like Casper the Friendly Ghost's cousin now. The last meeting between the two sides in this competition was a thriller in Euro 2004, in which the Czechs came from 2 goals down to win 3-2, following an 88th minute winner from Vladimir Schmeitzer. That's what I'm going with. Since winning the tournament, the Dutch stats now, that since winning the tournament in 1988, the Netherlands have progressed from just 2 of their 7 knockout stage games in the European Championships. The Netherlands are looking to win their opening 4 games of a European Championship for only the second time, having last done so at Euro 2000. And that is the Dutch stats. The Czech Republic have been eliminated in 3 of their past 4 knockout games in the European Championship. They have only won 1 of their past 7 games at major tournaments. And Patrick Schick recorded 6 of the Czech Republic's last 9 shots on target in the group stage at the Euros as well. And the other game, the main event, if I'm bold enough to suggest it, is Belgium versus Portugal. I'm not predicting this one. I am not predicting this one at all. If you think I am, then you're clearly crazy, because I am not predicting this one at all. I have no desire to get this one wrong. The world's number 1 ranked side, Belgium, take on the defending European champions Portugal in a standout match in Euro 2020's quarterfinal in Spain in the last 16 for a place in the quarterfinal. And all eyes will be on Romelu Lukaku and Portugal's Cristiano Ronaldo. The world record, joint world record goal scorer now, isn't he? Cristiano Ronaldo and Romelu Lukaku, the guy who has scored the most goals in the history of the Red Devils, not Manchester United, Belgium. And they have joint scored 8. They've both scored 8 goals at the Euros thus far, so they are the joint Golden Boot leaders at the moment. Ronaldo, who is the tournament's all-time leading goal scorer as well. The last 16 tie takes place in Seville. The team news then, Leicester City's Yuri Tielemans could return for the match, which will include extra time and penalties if it's level after 90, as we've seen today. 120 minutes will be played, an extra 30 onto that 90, and in which case Italy beat Austria. And Tielemans, who started the first 2 group games, did not play against Finland. Wolves defender Nelson Semedo picked up a knock in Portugal's last game against France, but has since returned to training. And Manchester United's Bruno Fernandes hoping to return to the starting lineup after being dropped to the bench in the last game. So, let's get some stats. And who are your favourites, by the way? Let me know. We'll run a poll on Twitter, and we'll get back into the swing of that, because it's worth having a look. I like that cup. The green screen completely messes it up. Anyway, this is the first meeting, believe it or not, between Belgium and Portugal at a major tournament. And Portugal are unbeaten in their last 5 matches against Belgium, with across all competitions, winning 3, drawing 2, since a 3-0 defeat in World Cup qualifying in September of 1989. So that is the last. They really haven't played each other all that much, have they? How have Belgium and Portugal been at? Well, I suppose the pot of the draw keeps them separated. But even when Belgium were crap, they weren't playing Portugal. Oh well. They only played them once or twice, maybe. Belgium have only failed to score in 2 of their last 58 games under Roberto Martinez. Despite playing just 134 minutes though so far, Kevin De Bruyne has been involved in 3 of Belgium's 7 goals at Euro 2020, netting once and providing 2 assists. Portugal, on the other hand, have conceded 6 goals. Yes, they've conceded 6 goals in 3 games. That is not a good stat. And already 1 more than they did at Euro 2016 when they went on to lift the trophy. But they also crucially had 1 less point in the group stage at Euro 2016, because they drew all 3 games and only ended the group with 3 points. This year they've ended the group with 4 points, Whether they're better or not, I don't know. But Portugal have qualified for the knockout stages of the European Championships in third place for a second tournament in a row, also doing so in 2016 when they went on to win it. So are the omens there for them to win it again? Portugal's return of 4 points from 3 group games is the poorest return for a defending champion since Greece in 2008, and that 2008 Greece side was they were bloody shit. They were shite. Does winning the Euros mean you qualify automatically? I assume you just qualified again. I think, does winning the Euros mean that you qualify? I know winning the World Cup normally means that you qualify again, but I assume winning the Euros means you qualify again. It'd be interesting. Because that 2008 Greece team did not belong in the Euros. They were just poor. Then again, they weren't brilliantly. They didn't play brilliant football in 2004. They got very lucky. It was a simple. I say they got very lucky. It was a simple case of the right manager, the right coach, the right group of players, right place, right time, and that's the story of 2004 Greece. So at the moment, we know Denmark and Italy are through, and I think if you're looking at the potential quarterfinal clashes, I don't think anyone wants to play Denmark. I gotta be honest, you don't want to play Denmark, do you? Because they've just got the bit between their teeth now, and you don't want to play Denmark. I'm sorry, that is a game you do not want. I don't care who you are. I don't care whether you're Belgium or France. You do not want to play Denmark. I don't care how good you are on paper. Denmark have got the bit between their teeth. They want to win. And I can well, you know why? Because of what happened to them in the group stages. They got the bit between their teeth. They've got the momentum now. That's scary. Forget Turkey being people's dark horses. Maybe Denmark should have been the whole time. And finally, England news, because they do face the old enemy Germany. And we've had opinions from both the German side, the English side. I think, normally. So I've been reading a lot of German press, and they're saying, "Oh, it's going to be a good game," and that's really all they're saying about it. Is it's going to be an interesting game. Where I think our press are a little bit more tentative about it. Because it's Germany. Whereas Germany, I think, can be a little bit confident that they know that they always seem to get the better of us. I don't know what it is, but they just always do. It's just the way, I suppose. But, the German press, though, the German media have been like, yeah, this is going to be an interesting game. This is going to be a good test for Mr. Fingersniff over here. Ah, yeah, minty fresh balls. But German legend Lothar Matthäus has said England have nothing to fear from Germany unless it goes to penalties. Matthäus, who was captain of the West German team that beat England in the 1990 World Cup semi-final, obviously England losing that match on spot kicks. England host the 3-time European champions at Wembley on Tuesday, and Matthäus, quote, "England have a chance to win, but not with penalties." Germany are always very good with penalties. It's a little bit of a joke between the Germans and the English. If we have to go to a penalty shootout, I think Germany is the favourites, because then you start to think about what's happened in the last 30, 40 years, Euro 96 and other penalty shootouts. There is a lot of pressure for the English players. They read the newspapers. They know the stories about penalties. England have the chance to win the game in 90 minutes or 120 minutes. But when you go to penalties, I think Germany is the favourites. There we go. We need to win in 9. Follow Lothar Matthäus' advice. Win in the 90 or the 120. Don't go to fucking penalties. Some very sad news coming out of Spain, and some very worrying news as well. That Spanish striker Alvaro Morata, he's told a Spanish radio station that he and his family have been abused during Euro 2020. Don't abuse players, you fucking pricks. Just don't. What's the fucking point? Just don't be a prick. Don't be a dick. Okay? The 28-year-old Juventus player said he had received abuse on social media. I mean, that is part and partial, but don't threaten people. Come on. Just say their shit. Just say their shit. Don't threaten them. And he added that his wife and children were shouted at in the Spanish city of Seville. That's disgusting. That is disgusting. If you think it's acceptable to shout at a footballer's family for that footballer's performance, and you think it's acceptable to shout at their family, you are a dick. An enormous, massive, throbbing penis. That is what you are. You are just a massive penis if you do that. I think I prefer the word penis over dick. You're a massive penis if you do that. Who probably suffers from erectile dysfunction as well. Floppy Willy. Hey. Just don't do it. Why? Why? There are many footballers I'd love to shout at. I'm not really interested in shouting at their... What's shouting at their wife or kid going to do? It's not going to make you feel any better because you're not shouting at them. All you're probably going to do is scare the kid to thinking, why the fuck is this idiot shouting at me? So just don't do it. I mean, it's not England fans at least, but it's Spain fans. But still, don't do it. Don't do it. Just don't be a dick. That's my philosophy on life. Just don't be a dick. And quite frankly, some of the stuff that has been shouted at him is quite frankly disgusting. So he goes on to detail what has been shouted. So this is Alvaro Morata. This is what has been shouted at Alvaro Morata's family. People have been saying things like, I hope your children die. That's fucking disgusting. That's disgusting. He followed up by saying, I'd like people to put themselves in my shoes and think what it's like to get threats to my family. It's fucking horrible, I imagine. Which is why I would never do it. And if you're one of these people, you're a penis. A giant, dysfunctional penis. Floppy dick. My wife and children have come to the stadium in Seville with Morata on the back of their shirts, and people have been shouting at them. It's complicated. I understand people booing me for missing chances, but there's a limit. I mean, yes, of course there is. It's not good. Morata, who is on loan at Juventus from Atletico Madrid, has missed a number of chances in the tournament, including a penalty over his side's 5-0 win over Slovakia. Why are you shouting at him for missing a fucking penalty against Slovakia? Spain got through. The penalty that he missed, okay, it was a pretty shit penalty. And let's be honest, Spain have been shit on penalties for a long time, and probably Morata shouldn't be taking them. But they went through. Forget it. I think England fans are very happy. England fans, I think, maybe I've got an overinflated opinion of them because I am one. I think we're very good at, even if, say that happened and one of our players missed a penalty but we won 5-0, we might go, that was a shit penalty, wasn't it? But we still won 5-0. So then that would be the end of it. I'd like to think that would be the end of it. I'd like to think that we're like that. But then I suppose we get some penis shouting at the player for some fucking reason. Or a penis like me would come on here and shout. But I wouldn't direct abuse at anybody. And it's disgusting that people do it. So don't do it. There is enough hate in the world. Haters gonna hate. Well, haters need to stop hating. Just be nice, be kind, courteous. Don't be a dick. Don't be a penis. Just be nice. The world is shitty enough already. I'm not going to give you a philosophy lesson. But life is maternity to the morgue. And the bit in between is completely unnecessary. So you making somebody's life, that bit in between, miserable, it makes you a absolute massive see you next Tuesday. That's all I'm going to say on it. What a twat. The person that has abused, well, the people that are abusing Alvaro Morata's family. Absolutely disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. No need for it. No need. No excuse as well. And finally, in Euro news, the Football Association would love Gareth Southgate to continue as England manager beyond the end of his current contract, regardless of the result in the last 16 tie against Germany. Southgate is under contract until after the 2022 Winter World Cup in Qatar. The 50-year-old steered England to the 2018 World Cup semi-finals, and don't you fucking know it, because we ain't fucking shutting up about it anytime soon. We still talk about Italia 90 and Euro 96, for God's sakes, and they were years ago. Italia 90 was 30 years ago, and we still talk about it. We still talk about 66, but less so, I'd like to think. The FA's chief executive, Mark Bullingham, said, our support is unwavering. We are 100% behind Gareth. Gareth knows exactly how we feel about him. We feel he is brilliant, both on and off the pitch. We want him to carry on. He's doing a great job regardless of Tuesday, absolutely. Gareth has done a brilliant job finishing top of the group. Really solid defence, and he's done really well on and off the pitch. They drew 0-0 against Scotland. That's not good. That's not good. They drew 0-0 against Scotland. Why the fuck would you give a guy a new contract when he's drawn 0-0 against Scotland? You should have sacked him after that. For fuck's sake. And now you want to offer him a new contract before the Germany game. Fuck's sake. You know what it is? It's just the FA have a yes man and they want to keep that yes man. Typical Football Association. And you know, you might get this with other countries. But, yeah, we don't really think outside the box in England. We go, well, you agree with everything that we say, so we're going to give you the job. What's that? Brian Clough is calling the FA incompetent twats. Well, we can't give him the job. That's why he never was England manager, even though he should have been. And even today, if a Brian Clough type manager was around today winning Premier League titles and FA Cups and Champions Leagues, they still wouldn't give him the England job. They don't like characters. They like dull, boring people that'll spew the company, that'll spout the company line, which is the FA is brilliant. The FA has done a lot for English football, and the FA is the reason. You know, the FA is the reason that the England team is doing so. Well, not really. What has the FA actually fucking done? Most of the elite clubs were like, it's kind of cheaper to develop players in-house. Although actually the percentage, if you actually look at the business model of youth academies, the percentage turnover of top quality players is actually pretty piss poor. So having a youth academy is not financially sound, in my opinion. But then you look at a club like Brentford that don't have one, and look how much money that they turn over on an annual basis. Even in a bloody pandemic, Brentford are profitable, and they don't have a youth academy. Typical FA yes man. Of managers who have taken charge of 10 games or more, only Fabio Capello has achieved a higher win rate of 66.7%. On Tuesday, Southgate's side will play in front of an expected 40,000 fans against Germany at Wembley. They expect formal conversations with Southgate over his contract after the Euros. Well, let me make it 100% clear. What you're going to see, Football Association, Mr. Bullingham, Mr. Mark Bullingham, what you're going to see after the if England get knocked out by Germany, this is what you're going to see. You're going to see a bunch of England fans calling for Gareth Southgate to be sacked on the spot. On the spot. And if he isn't sacked on the spot, there's going to be trouble, because he should be. He should be. This is all speculative. But don't come out and say, well, it doesn't really matter what we do against Germany. We're still going to give you a new contract. That's just asking for trouble. Imagine being told, you've got a performance review. Imagine at your place of work, you're told, there's a performance review on Tuesday, and we'll have a look at whether you've done a good or bad job. But don't worry about if you've done a bad job, because we're going to extend your contract anyway. You know what I would do if I was told that? I would be the worst fucking employee ever, because I'd just be like, right, shits and gigs then. Shits and giggles. That's what I would be like. Gareth Southgate, do not knock us out of the fucking Euros for shits and giggles. Right, that's today at the Euros, brought to you by the Football Fan Show. I've been Danny. Thank you very much for watching. It's a shorter version today because the Italy-Austria game went on for so long. Wales are out. Austria are out. Italy are through with Denmark. So that is the two teams through to the quarterfinals. And of course, tomorrow it is all about Belgium, Portugal, as well as the Dutch taking on the Czech Republic. Netherlands, Czech Republic, 5 p.m. Belgium, Portugal, 8 p.m. Don't forget it. I believe it's on ITV in the UK. Check with your local, check your local TV listings if you're not watching in the UK. ESPN apparently have it in the United States, as do ABC as well. Which they're easy as 1, 2, 3. Sorry, terrible music joke. Be sure to give us a thumbs up on Facebook, facebook.com/The Football Fan Show. Look for us on YouTube. It's The Football Fan Show on YouTube. We've just released a new video from our final end of season awards. We've voted on our shit house of the year. It was the winner. Spoiler. I'm not going to reveal. You're going to have to watch it. But they are currently in a bit of bother. Apparently. Twitter at TFFS Live if you want to join us for more Euro-related polls. TikTok, it's at The Football Fan Show, where we do the football news in 60 seconds or less, although we haven't been doing that recently because we've been all Euro 2020 focused. And on Instagram, we share funny images and do the news and clips and everything at The Football Fan Show on Instagram as well. Come give us a heart there. And of course, you're watching this. If you are watching this live, you're of course watching this on our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/The Football Fan Show. If you're watching it on YouTube, where this video is going after we're done with the live stream, if you're watching it on YouTube, go follow us there. That's where we do our live shows. All the full shows get put on YouTube. So please, come join us. Email us anytime, thefootballfanshow@gmail.com. And we're trying to line a few things up for when the Euros ends. So hopefully we can still bring you top-notch content, even though the European Championships have ended and we're in a 5-week spell of pre-season where there's fucking nothing to talk about. But with football, there's always stuff to talk about. With that said, I am really still angry at the referee from the Welsh game. That was, for me, the worst refereeing performance of the tournament so far. So we're back to talking about referees on the Football Fan Show. See you next time for a rant about refs. That's the weakest ending we've done so far. I'm disappointed in myself. Good night.